Aries Girl Podcast. Hello Zodiacs. I swear, I don't know if this is Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 8 Episode 16, or Season 9 Episode 1, but what I do know is that Carlos King needs to stop playing in our faces. However, for kicks and giggles, I will go ahead and play along. I mean, is the reunion that was just recorded going to be a reunion encompassing both Season 8 and Season 9, or is Season 8 not getting a reunion at all, and is what was taped specifically for Season 9? Can somebody make it make sense? Perhaps Carlos will try to mansplain things on his Mr. I Am a Hot Mess Monday show since Dr. Heavenly is on hiatus from being his mouthpiece. Who knows? In the meanwhile, we'll go ahead and critique the highlights of this episode. Maybe then, the OWN network and Carlos King can figure things out. If not, I'm sure that they will put the show on multiple hiatuses until they do. I said what I said, so let's get into it. In case you don't remember where the show left off, please allow me to channel Earth, Wind, and Fire in order to ask you if you remember the 21st night of September. Wait, that was actually the 7th night of September when the last episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville aired. Goodness, that was such a long time ago. But the ladies were on their second day in St. Thomas. Tisha survived riding a jet ski and doing donuts around everybody without knowing how to swim, just in time to meet Destiny at the vacation house while the other ladies were out shopping. After Tisha filled Destiny in on all of the things pre-trip and post-trip, and the fact that Sunny was there as well, they joined the rest of the group at the restaurant for dinner. Trisha, who is still married to Marquez, tried to act as if her adulterous situationship with Ken was better than the legal marriage between Sunny and Moses, who were both single people at the time they met. Again, let me remind everyone that neither Sunny or Moses were married to anyone else when they first got together, so Trisha really needs to be silent, but I digress. And Destiny aired all of her grievances against her lost relationships/friendships with Melody, Sunny, and Moses. She tried to finesse text messages that Moses responded to her with as if they were texts that Moses initiated. Then, Destiny had the audacity, or should I say the audestiny, to claim that Melody was teaching the paramour how to respectfully cheat with Martel. I swear, Destiny should teach a masterclass on how to lie with a straight face. Well, maybe not, but you have to admit that the girl has a gift, or she's cursed with a special type of delusion. And maybe that delusion is what encouraged Destiny, a self-proclaimed DV survivor, to stand up and act like she was ready to, shall I say, put the paws on someone. At this point, I guess that we should be thankful that Destiny didn't pick up a chair to try to hit anyone with as she has done previously. Perhaps we should thank Tisha for holding Destiny back while she exhibited faux outrage. Granted, had Tisha not invited Destiny on Melody's trip, this would not have happened. Destiny is lucky that she didn't get an international mugshot to go along with her stateside mugshots. Now, we can officially start with this week's episode that literally picks up where the mess left off. As we get into the first scene, the foolishness of Destiny saying that Melody was teaching Ari on to respectfully cheat was still in full effect, and Nell told Destiny that she needed to sit down, which is when Destiny clapped back and told Nell that she could stand up if she wanted to. Destiny claimed that she wasn't going to sit there and let Melody lie. I'm sorry, what? Did Destiny, who exudes a habitual and compulsive liar tease, just accuse Melody Sheree of lying? I mean, if sounds are coming out of Destiny's mouth, one can assume that Destiny is lying. That's even if the sounds that Destiny is making is nothing more than snoring. The girl is lying because the truth isn't in her. So, let me see if my brain can do the mental gymnastics needed to understand Destiny. Apparently, Destiny's lie of falsely accusing Melody of lying somehow triggered Destiny. So I guess this means that Destiny is self-triggered. Who knows? But listen to what Destiny said in her confessional after she dramatically went outside with Tisha, Stormi, and Trish to gather herself.
I just really can't sit in a room with someone that would lie to my face. For you to not acknowledge or be truthful because you know it doesn't look good for you. It just triggered me, and I know I needed to get out of there.
Whatever. Destiny's confessional is giving a tease that she believes her own lies. What I really need to know is why Trish and Stormi were needed in that moment to quote-unquote console Destiny. I mean, this is She-Hulk 1 and She-Hulk 2 trying to calm somebody down, all while Tisha is trying to be the fake voice of reason. If Destiny is this easily triggered, then perhaps she shouldn't be on reality TV. With all of the issues and triggers that she apparently has, I'm starting to wonder where Destiny's scooter is. Really, sis? Where is your scooter? Seriously, who are the powers that be at Love and Marriage Huntsville trying to fool here? Just listen to Stormi's silly confessional where she tries to justify Destiny's behavior at the table.
Destiny was literally passionate in that moment, and I think a lot of times we confuse passion for aggression, and it's okay. Like, we human beings, we have a right as humans to feel how we feel, but then bring it back down if we want to, and that's exactly what Destiny did.
If Stormi was able to actually practice what she fake preached in her confessional, then she wouldn't have 2 mugshots. Please miss me with this silliness. Melody let Destiny know that it wasn't going to be the night for anybody that was standing up at her. But Destiny walked back her actions by saying that she was standing up to leave. I'm probably not alone in wishing that Destiny had never come back into the restaurant, because this entire dinner was further ruined each time Destiny walked in the door and sat down at the table. Melody was right in saying that Destiny was all about having moments, but we can actually take that a step further in saying that Destiny is play acting for the camera. The gag is that a trained eye can tell that Destiny is delusional and trying to act as if she's operating in reality when she's actually in an alternate reality. Let that sink in for a minute. Destiny didn't even want to leave the restaurant until she got her point across. It's as if Destiny thought that she was running things. When they all eventually followed Mel outside after she refused to entertain Destiny wanting to talk about her and Martell sleeping together, all types of little mini hells broke loose. Tisha all of a sudden couldn't handle Shanita jokingly calling her an op and was acting like she wanted to buck up for a second, which caused Kimmy to insert herself to try to defuse things. Shanita basically told Kimmy to tell Tisha not to run up on her. Of course, Tisha started getting emotional trying to explain how she had been respectful towards Shanita and that Shanita was prejudging her. Geez, if Tisha really understood how to communicate, perhaps she wouldn't have run up on Shanita. Also, Tisha gave herself away when she first met Shanita, and Shanita just quickly figured out how Tisha rolled. Maybe karma was giving Tisha a reality check for inviting Destiny on the trip, so miss us with the tears and the shaky voice, Tisha. Destiny, for some reason, goes to rescue Sunny from Tisha's whining to have a personal conversation that she obviously couldn't handle about Moses. Let's listen to a bit.
For you to say, I wasn't your friend, we ain't had a relationship, you know that ain't true, Sonny. We may not be friends, but we was cool enough.
I tell these people right now that I like you. I don't dislike you to this moment. I have no reason to dislike you. So what I was going to say was this. I never wanted my happiness and my joy to come from your pain.
But why did you try to rub it in my face?
I'm never trying to rub this in your face.
Destiny. I'm the one like, I ended that relationship and you won't even acknowledge that.
Listen,
you won't even
I don't know that. I can't speak on what I don't know. Listen, I can't speak on what I don't know. I am not trying to rub this in your face.
You know I don't believe that.
God can strike me down right now. Listen, you don't have to believe it. You don't have to believe it. But the truth is what it is. Whether it's your truth, my truth, the truth is what it is.
I still feel like you're not being honest, Sonny.
About what?
About our relationship.
I never said that we weren't cool.
You said we would talk 3 times. You know that's a lie.
I never said we weren't cool. On the phone, physically, you would shoot little text messages. Hey, what's up?
We talked on the phone. We FaceTime. Like,
okay, so what do you? But what do you want though?
I want you to be real.
If you pay close attention, you will notice that Destiny doesn't believe anything that doesn't match her delusions or anything that makes her uncomfortable. If the truth hurts, Destiny will just claim that the truth is a lie. Then, she goes on a mission to get the person telling her the truth to change their story. Someone needs to explain to Destiny that it doesn't work this way. Destiny had the nerve to say that things between Sunny and Moses seemed too planned, but here is where Destiny should have acknowledged all of the podcasts that she planned to go on and did, as well as all of the lies she told on Sunny and Moses on those podcasts. Destiny was claiming that Sunny and Moses were cousins and that their marriage was incestuous. Also, when does her big D energy kick in to stop her from acting like a scorned woman when she just claimed that she ended things with Moses? Destiny should be just as unbothered as Moses is, right? After all was said and done, Destiny walked away from the conversation without gaining closure. Why? Because she couldn't bend Sunny to her will nor accept the truth. I guess this is why Miss Big D Energy herself turned on the waterworks and was crying. In that scene, Destiny admits that she and Sunny were not friends, but then claims in her confessional that Sunny was trying to diminish the relationship they had, and it just makes Destiny look even more delusional. But this confessional with Destiny was the gift that kept on giving. Then, production popped back into the scene several times to show the delusions. First, Destiny apologized to Melody. Then, she told Melody that she loved her. But she kept on saying that Melody was a proponent of respectful cheating in the confessional. She called Melody a hypocrite, then said that everything wasn't black and white and that Melody needed to operate in the gray areas. What the hell? Destiny should start operating in reality as well as the truth. Now, Tisha tried to comfort Destiny poolside by claiming that there was still something there between her and Melody. That scene was giving some serious single black female vibes. Melody had a little chit-chat with Shanita, letting the world know that she was done with Destiny, because she now saw Destiny in a different light, and she now questions everything about Destiny. There were so many wonderful scenes and excursions that occurred on the trip that were overshadowed by the BS. For starters, the ATV rides to this beautiful lookout point were overshadowed by the misplaced jealousy of who got to ride first to the destination, and Destiny even went into confessional to say that she didn't want to be in a vehicle with Mel. I found this odd because Destiny was really trying to be in Mel's personal space for the entire trip, so I have to call BS. Kimmy went into confessional to gripe as well about her and Tisha being last to be taken to the location, and the fact that Melody rode with her island boo. If Kimmy was feeling so lonely, perhaps she should have cuddled up with Tisha like she did in the DR. As the group was waiting for Nell's, Sunny's, Kimmy's and Tisha's arrival, the scene occurred where Mel gave her opinion about what we now know to be Destiny's fake text receipts. This is where Destiny also claims that the only thing that will make matters better is if Sunny and Moses go back to St. Louis. Now, we all know that this is a lie because what kind of storyline would Destiny have without Sunny and Moses? She would probably have to start up a relationship with Martell at that point so that they would both have a storyline. Granted, who is of the belief that something hasn't already happened between Martell and Destiny? Also, from this beautiful vantage point, Melody asked Stormi if she had hung out with Sunny before, and Stormi claimed that she never hung out with Sunny. Now, that's odd, because in Sunny's live on Saturday, November 2nd, she showed proof that they had hung out in St. Louis after Tay asked her about it.
Did you and Stormi, did y'all ever go out of anything outside?
Oh yeah, I have some videos right here. Stormi was in St. Louis, guys, remember? So listen, Stormi was in St. Louis for the concert, and I took them out to the clubs afterward.
Oh?
You want me to pull the videos up?
And here is Sunny showing the receipts on her phone. Trust me, these receipts were receipting. So my question is, why is Stormi not being honest with Melody? Next, Destiny took the opportunity to admit to Melody that she finally understands that Melody had to keep being reminded of her pain with Martell, and then, Destiny starts to fight back her tears as she apologizes. Whatever, I'm so over Destiny and her play acting at this point, and I know that it is only a matter of time before that apology is null and void. This probably occurred when Destiny was trying to secretly record her conversation with Mel on the trip. But Destiny probably considers it a win in this moment because Melody gave her a hug afterwards. Luckily, Mel stated in her confessional that she could move forward with Destiny in a cordial manner, even though we all know that Destiny is trying to get back in the friend zone, and that isn't happening. Instead of being happy that she was in the group photo, Destiny just had to pull Mel aside for a conversation. Let's listen in.
Whether you acknowledge it or not, it's some pain there. It really is. It's some pain for the loss of a relationship because real talk, I was a real friend to you and it went left. And last night was the first time I ever heard some of the things that you felt.
You didn't know that I wouldn't be okay with you still being friends with, getting off the phone, need to talk to somebody who's putting
Listen, you say that and that's one time.
How do you think that feels if you my
So I've
homegirl
acknowledged
and
it.
this joker's on the phone about your friend out?
Can I finish? See, this is the thing that makes me have an issue because I can acknowledge your pain, but you can't acknowledge mine. I didn't deserve to become a liar. Me being a liar, you started that, and it grew legs. That stigma, that statement from somebody that was perceived to be very close to me, to know me, has followed me into other things.
You know what has followed me, Destiny?
Can I finish,
got all her deep secrets. I know what bones lie. I know this nothing. What bones is she talking about?
Mel, you gonna let me finish?
But I'm just saying.
Okay. Another thing that grew legs that I'm messing around with Martell. If you don't know, I'm telling you, hell no. Hell no. What is that face? Melody.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm saying that it grew after you said it.
Things grow after people say things. Speaking of, right? I'm just saying. Because we gotta be fair in it. Things grow after things are spoken. For example, there's a comment that you made that I want to address and get to the bottom of where this is too. You said to my mother, you need to worry about pimping out your daughter. What was that about? What did you mean?
I felt like every time it was a situation, none of that matters. I apologize. It doesn't, because I apologize to your mother.
But why did you say that?
Because
where did that come from?
Certain moments, and people say certain things that they probably shouldn't say. So I acknowledge that I shouldn't have said that, and I apologize to your mother and to you.
You said, or somebody said something to you.
I'm talking about the moment where I said it. I said I apologize to your mother because I shouldn't have said that. So I don't really know.
So you just pull out the sky on the day that your regrain over, and I'm gonna say the melodies moment is him.
So what I want to do is acknowledge that I apologize, and I apologize to your mother publicly, and I want to move forward with it. Is that accepted?
No.
Yeah, I would not have forgiven Destiny or accepted her half-assed apology either. I don't care if my mom's name was Heidi Flies. Destiny would not be allowed to call her a pimp or madam, point blank period. And surely Destiny knows who Heidi is. Destiny tried to claim in her confessional that Miss Van doesn't hold Melody accountable, and that when anyone tries to hold Mel accountable, they are ostracized. She even claimed that being in Mel's good graces is profitable, and that's why she called Miss Van a pimp. So, given that logic, Mel would ostracize her mom for holding her accountable. Really? Destiny, stop playing in our faces. Also, if we want to be technical, pimps make more than the person being pimped out, so wouldn't Melody be the pimp? Subsequently, since Melody was the breadwinner in the marriage, what would that make Martell? Her BICTH, and in that order, right? We went back to the States to watch Maurice try to live vicariously through his son, Monster, with sports and college prep, all while being a chauvinist. Is it me, or do all of the Scott men exhibit Neanderthal behavior while trying to channel Martin Luther King Jr. while attempting to sound and be philosophical? Maurice tried to give his son a motivational pep talk about college, but I don't think that Monster was buying what his dad was trying to sell. I know that I wasn't buying it. It was rich for Maurice to go into confessional to wonder if his son's excitement for the future was misplaced on girls. This is coming from a guy who bragged about having relations with 5 different women in the same day on the show. Also, it was comical to watch another quote-unquote millionaire member of the Scott family try to get their child into college for free either through academics or sports scholarships. It was seeming like Monster wasn't that into playing football, but was doing so in hopes that he got a scholarship, so his dear old dad wouldn't have to pay for his education. I mean, there is that multi-million-dollar lawsuit looming, as well as the DUI. So, it explains the sense of urgency displayed in his Maurice Luther King Jr. speech. I'm wishing Monster much success. If all else fails, he can go to junior college for a couple of years and transfer into a 4-year university while working to pay for his own education, if his dad's football drills don't get him that scholarship. And finally, back on the island, the beautiful dinner that Melody planned was ruined with even more BS concerning the mellometers being blamed for all that goes wrong in the world, from gas prices being very high, to the price of a dozen of eggs being out of reach for your daily breakfast. Just blame the mellometers, because surely they had something to do with it. Carlos King must be giving cast members a kickback or bonus every time they mention the mellometers. We already know that Tisha's and Stormi's business woes are self-inflicted, but they love to blame the mellometers for all of their problems. Let's do a thought exercise. Help me remember. Didn't Stormi hire Kyle while she was on good terms with Melody? If so, that means she was having issues before Kyle came on board, and those issues can't be mellometer related. And we already know that Tisha and Marceau admitted that their business neighbors were calling the city on them. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the pastor of the church that Marceau is beefing with is not a self-proclaimed mellometer. Also, let's remember that Tisha and Stormi don't get along. so, is it at all possible that the T Squad is going against Stormi and Canvas Beauty? And if so, is it at all possible that the Storm Chasers are going against Tisha and Black Cigar Lounge? It sounds silly, doesn't it? But blaming the mellow meters for everything is even sillier. Granted, what if I'm right? Are Tisha and Stormi going to issue a public apology to the mellow meters after publicly blaming them? Hell, maybe it's the Nell Bells that are responsible for Tisha's and Stormi's issues. Now we all see what happens when you don't have the facts to back up the claims you make. Just some food for thought, since this dinner was ruined as well. Mel needs to stop breaking bread with some of these people. That's a fact. Please make sure that you are subscribed to the Aries Girl podcast to catch my reviews and shorts on Love and Marriage Huntsville episodes and cast members. And I will see you on the next video. Until then, take care.